What's going on, everyone? This is your guy, Pat Bernard. I am back with you for another 76ers post-game show here. Nothing but net, Stream Punk Entertainment Sports, and another night where the 76ers get waffled. Shocker. And it's would have been lifting at least the Philadelphia Flyers, not the shift gears here, would have showed up. But it's just a terrible night in Philadelphia sports. But again, the Philadelphia 76ers without their top three stars and Paul George, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey is left with nothing but their bench players. And Jason Tatum, a one-man wrecking crew, beat the brakes off the 76ers team. Beat the brakes off the 76ers. It didn't matter what the 76ers threw at them. The 3-2 defensive zone, the 2-3, man-to-man, it didn't matter. He just carved the 76ers defense up. Carved them up. Shot well from the perimeter. Nice jump shot, great spacing. I mean, he tattooed this 76ers defense. As expected. The 76ers really lost pace of this game in the second quarter. It was all Boston Celtics. The 76ers just didn't have an answer. I mean, Kelly Oubre played well, put up 27 points, which is good for him. He stepped up. I mean, Justin Edwards got 12 points. 14 points. And it's the same song and dance, right? You get a little plays from guys like Justin Edwards. Lonnie Walker dropped 5 threes a night against his old team. Good, great, wonderful, terrific. But what else? I mean, like I said, maybe I'll dive into that. Lonnie Walker having 5 threes. Like I said, really trying to impress the 76ers front office by trying to earn a starting role. And right now he can. 76ers are desperate for answers. Nick Nurse is desperate for answers. But the kid played well. The kid played very, very well. Just trying to earn a spot. He's showing more life in his little sample size than Ricky Council has, that's for sure. But yeah, he played well. Like I said, I thought he looked tremendous out there. Like I said, Kelly Oubre Jr. was really great with an inside-out game. Again, he dropped 3 threes. I thought he was spectacular getting his rebounds. Andre Drummond got 10 boards tonight. He was really, really good with getting the boards tonight, getting some defensive rebounds. But, like I said, it wasn't much. It just goes to show you the scale of where the Boston Celtics are and where the 76ers are at. Like, how the Eagles, this is a rival matchup. You get excited for that stuff. Like, I looked at the Celtics must look at the Philadelphia 76ers like we look at the New York Giants. Yeah, you're a rival, but you don't mean nothing. That Boston Celtics team is stacked, top to bottom, starting rotation, bench. It doesn't matter. They got guys who shoot. And like Ken Smith said tonight, during the intermission, it's like truly the Boston Celtics have a gold standard to follow. I mean, those guys are just like the Philadelphia Eagles are plug and play. They come and do their job. Like the 76ers just don't have it. Just don't have it. They don't have guys who can knock down shots. I mean, Quentin Grimes, I was really, really disappointed in his game tonight. He's had like a half hour and only 6 buckets, only 6 points. That's only 3 buckets. Gershon Upaselli, only 4 points. Embarrassing. Justin Edwards, I mean, like I said, shot well tonight, got some offensive rebounds, turning garbage into gold, as one Mark Zumoff used to say. I thought he did okay down in the paint, making some shots. But it's just not going to cut the mustard. It's just not. They have nothing to cut the mustard with. This team's embarrassing. Peyton Pritchard came off the bench for the Boston Celtics, dropped 4 threes. You can see why he's just, is a head leading candidate for the 6th man of the year. Byler Scheinman, like guys you don't even see ever making an instant impact. Like that Boston Celtics bench was deep. G League players. They were grabbing fans out of stands to thump the 76ers. I mean, it just showed you the night and day, the scale. I mean, everything. Apples to oranges. Boston Celtics, and this was the Jason Tatum show. 35 points. Just ripping the hearts out of the 76ers' chest. Whatever the 76ers threw at him, he had a counterpunch for. They just couldn't guard him. He was just going to get his. He did. He physically beat the brakes off this team. Just too hard to handle. Just amazing game he put on. I mean, amazing. And it's funny because you listen to the commentators during the game, like, oh, the last time they were in Philly, they did the same thing with their 3 stars. Yeah, but this ain't the same team. This ain't the same team. Did you want to be ever going to be healthy? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so you look at tonight's game, and Jason Tatum just, again, thumping this team. The Boston Celtics did not have an answer. It's terrible. So you guys will let me know. How do you feel? What did you see about the 76ers? This was an instant beatdown. A beatdown like no other. My son, as you can see, he's checked in. He's watching the game. The 76ers just got a thumping. The 76ers got a thumping tonight. He went up in B-Town and just called a beatdown. They just called a beatdown. Won by one-man army. Jason Tatum just head and shoulders above everybody on the floor. And he showed it. Like Nick Nurse can't just unfortunately for Nick Nurse, he just can't dial up anything. You cannot win what he's been given. Again, this is we've seen this with the Brett Brown regime. We've seen this show time and time and again. But I want to touch on, and one of the key things to touch on, and really, the Reggie Miller comments that were taking place throughout the course of this game.
I got foot on my butt.
Thank you, Dom. The Reggie Miller comments throughout the course of the game really, really caught my eye. It just To me, I'm paraphrasing, but it didn't seem like he's a fan of Joel Embiid. Talk about the internal problems. It sounds like they're still that were going on from earlier in the season, and then just the communication of him being injured and or Nick Nurse just being in left field, not knowing what's going on. That was some of the things that caught my eye. But like I said, it's just like I said, it's the same old story with the 76ers team. They're getting beat down night in and night out. And tonight was no different. Look, a little bit in the third quarter, they looked like they were alive. They looked like, as Nick Nurse was preaching, drop some threes, and that's what they were doing. A couple guys were getting good looks, like Kelly Oubre Jr. was getting a couple good looks from the perimeter, from beyond the arc. Like I said, Kelly Oubre really played a decent game. Dropping 27 points, really did a nice, with a nice inside-out game. I really liked it, but it's just not enough. It was just not enough. The talent's just not there. I mean, at some point you wonder if the 76ers are going to start diving into more of the G League, diving into a YMCA team. I mean, that's where they're headed. The 76ers, that's where they're headed for talent. Grabbing fans out of the stands, going through their YMCAs, going through the G League, whatever they got to do to get something on the floor. Because it's not working there. It's not cutting the mustard. And you saw it tonight. They just couldn't get into a rhythm until late in the third. They start dropping threes. Lonnie Walker trying to prove himself. Trying to prove himself to his old team that they made a mistake. And so forth. And so forth. But again, it doesn't matter if Jason Tatum was on the floor or not, because guys like Payne Pritchard come there and make an impact. Baylor Schreiman made an impact. I mean, those guys made an impact. That Boston Celtics bench made an impact. And we didn't. We didn't make nothing. Of course, a couple guys showed you some bright spots, but again, Quentin Grimes, who's been playing lights out basketball, didn't do anything. Couldn't knock down some shots. He had some nice layups. He had everything, and he got studs for it. So I want to go real fast. I want to go to my MVP of the game. And it's no one off the 76ers. No, I'm going to go to 76ers. I'll stick the 76ers. My MVP of the game, Kelly Oubre Jr. Like I said, really, really sharp game from him. I loved what I saw. Great stuff. Drop some threes, get some looks, knocking down shots. I'll give Kelly Oubre Jr. that. I thought he well deserved to be player of the game. Again, just trying to do too much with guys who can't shoot. Grades of the game, I'm going to have to give this a D. I saw flashes of players, flashes of guys making an impact, but this is solely a D on the 76ers part. Just not enough. Just not enough. Just they don't have the firepower. They don't have firepower against teams like this. Now, they get a couple of days off. They can relax. They come back Sunday night at home against the Utah Jazz. And hopefully, maybe they turn things around. But, that's another wait and see game. So let's go around the league a little bit. Again, the 76ers now have lost 11 out of 12 games. 76ers have lost 11 out of 12 games. That's putrid. For a team that signed up to expectations to make the playoffs, this is disgusting. No one Like the Boston Celtics have a standard for guys to step up. And we don't have guys who just want to step down. That's the problem. We have guys who just want to step down instead want to step up. All right, so let's go around the league. 76ers lose to the Boston Celtics 123-105. Clearly, they just only lost by 18 points instead of 20. So that's an upbringing. The Warriors go into B-Town and take care of business, winning 121-119. The Hawks handle business at home against the Pacers, winning 124-118. The Bulls go down to Orlando and handle business, winning 125-123. Your game's about to end as the Pelicans and the Rockets. Pelicans are losing at home to the Rockets, 105-95. That game's about to come to an end. And, of course, the game of the night, the Lakers and the Knicks hashing it out there in L.A. Right now, the Lakers are winning 22-15. And that will be your slate of basketball. But, yeah, everyone, so, look, it's tough. This brand of basketball is tough to watch. My man Joe Howe says, I don't see the 76ers winning the rest of the year. And maybe not. You're not going to have Joe Embiid for the rest of the year. I don't see this team making the playoffs. I don't see it at all, Joe. You're absolutely right. It's a painful product to watch. There's no Paul George, and with their number one guy, and to me, Tyrese Maxey, not having a timetable because he tweaked his back and he has an injured finger. And this is the only knock I got on Tyrese Maxey tonight. You're injured. At least Paul George didn't, he's happy and enjoying. And look, that might just be him overall, but why? Like, what's there to smile about? What's there to giggle about? Your team's getting trashed on a nightly basis, and you're just, smiling, giggling. Your team's melting in front of you. I would say sit Maxey the rest of the year. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess they want to make the playoff tournament. Joe, that's their only thing to fight for this year. But again, I mean, a lot of 76ers fans want them to lose so they can get a high draft pick. And that's not guaranteed either. So, yeah, the 76ers got themselves in a bear trap nonetheless there, Joe. They are in a bear trap. A one-way ticket to destruction. Self-destruction. But listen, I want to say thank you to the 76ers fans for Joe Howe. Thank you so much for chiming in with me. I definitely appreciate it. For everyone who's checked in from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, thank you. I got to get going. I'm your boy, Pat Bernard. I will be back here Saturday for Flyers Postgame Show. All right, guys. See you later. Have a good one.